I started thinking this place is Planet Mayo, because I've asked several people, what planet are we on? This is not the Earth I'm used to. This place is so unique and so different from, and as Mary said, we don't come from some backwater community. We come from Connecticut, where we have some very world-renowned medical facilities. We've been to New York City, where we've been at some very renowned medical facilities, and they're country hospitals compared to the Mayo. The Mayo, even though it's in the middle of nowhere in the country, it is Planet Mayo. Not only is the hospital and the people and their techniques and their communications unique and different, but the feeling the patient gets. This is the first time in our journey that I have felt that my wife is actually being seen as the patient, as the person that we're all here for. You know, it's the first time that it's not the doctor who thinks he's one step either slightly above or slightly below God, and that there's a question of where they fall in that range, or the, you know, constant back and forth about what's right, what's not, you know, what the best procedure would be or shouldn't be. There's communication, there's conversation. I mean, we about fell off the chair when her surgeon called the head of prosthesis and wounds, and it wasn't, you know, doctor, this is doctor, or his people didn't call her people. He picked up the phone and said hi, you know, and called her by name and said who he was. And it was like, wow, are these people real? Are they really doctors? Because that's just not done at home. And the Mayo has accomplished in 7 weeks what the outside world could not accomplish in 2 years. And that is beyond comprehension, because what they did that first day we were here would have taken easily a month, if not longer, at home. And again, world-renowned medical facilities. And it was like tests scheduled. You walked from the exam room to the front desk, and you were scared. They gave you an itinerary, and you already had that test that would have taken 2 weeks to set up. You were having it done in an hour. And then the results of that were to the doctor, and the doctor was back to you. And it was just amazing. And if I can say a few other things, I mean, this subway system, the whole thing, the atmosphere, the decor, the art, the culture, I can't believe it. I mean, I have been all over the subway system, as I've pushed Mary several thousand miles. We've been everywhere. And this subway system, this whole thing, it truly is so well thought out and so well planned, and so we've told our friends, we're coming back here for a vacation because you have to just see this place. Not as a patient, just see it, because you can't imagine the artwork that's here, the beauty, the landscaping, the attention to detail. I mean, there isn't a corner of this place that isn't gorgeous. The pianos everywhere, where people can literally sit down and express themselves and stop crowds and get other people to just, you feel better just walking through. It's truly amazing. It was just right off the bat, it was warmth and sincerity. And then he came in, and he was just a regular guy. I mean, he joked, and he sat, and he was in a suit and tie. He wasn't in some white coat with all kinds of medical stuff. And he sat, and we talked, and he looked, and he touched, and you just felt like he was really in the room and concerned and saw Mary. And then, like I said, the way he just picked up the phone and spoke to another doctor. I mean, we've had situations back home where the doctor has said, well, I think we need an MRI. I'll have the girls in the office schedule it. And 2 days later, Mary would call and say, when's my MRI? Oh, we haven't had a chance to do that yet. We've been so busy. Picking up the phone to schedule an MRI. The doctor picked up the phone and called another doctor and said, I think we should do an x-ray. And she concurred. And as I said, when we got back to that front desk, there was already an itinerary. It wasn't like, what? No, they didn't do that. Oh, well, we don't know. It was done. They handed you the itinerary, and off you went. And it was just, and that's the way it has been from the nurses at St. Mary's, from the people at Charterhouse, from the doctors, from just everybody. The transport, I mean, they're wonderful. They give you information. It's like, even down in the subway, people see you looking at a sign and they come over and offer help. It's just the way it is. That's why I say we're like on a space station somewhere. We are just not on the planet Earth.